Today, we're diving into a fascinating battle of protection. We're pitting two of the most heavily guarded people in India against each other. One is a billionaire who runs a colossal empire, and the other, the prime minister who runs the country. So who's actually safer? Well, the answer is probably not what you think.
I want you to picture this for a second. A heat-seeking missile is locked on, screaming through the air, straight for the prime minister's car. But then something weird happens. Right before impact, it just veers off. It gets completely confused, like it's smacked into an invisible wall. So what on earth just happened? To get to the bottom of that, we need to meet our two key players.
On one side, you've got Mukesh Ambani, India's richest man. To put it in perspective, he can earn the Prime Minister's entire monthly salary in about 5 seconds. And on the other side, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the leader of the world's biggest democracy. Now, both of these men are protected by what are essentially rolling fortresses. So let's take a look at the machines they trust their lives with. So Mukesh Ambani rolls in a privately owned Mercedes-Benz S680 Guard. And let me tell you, this is not just some fancy luxury car. Oh no. This thing is a mobile vault designed to handle the absolute worst threats imaginable. So what does that kind of personal peace of mind cost?
Yep, a cool 10 crore rupees. That's the price tag for a private vehicle that can literally shrug off bullets and bombs. It is, without a doubt, one of the most secure cars on the entire planet.
But then, you have the Prime Minister's official ride, and it's a step up. The Mercedes Maybach S650 Guard. This is the government-sponsored version, and it really is the peak of protection the state can offer. And yeah, the price tag shows it. At 12 crore rupees, it's even more expensive. But is that extra cash just for shiny rims and more legroom, or are we talking about a whole different kind of safety? Well, there's only one way to find out. We're going to have to put these fortresses to the test.
All right, first up, Mr. Ambani's car. We're about to put this physical fortress through what we're calling the gauntlet, a 3-stage attack with threats that get bigger and badder each time.
So here's our arsenal. First, the classic AK-47 assault rifle. Then, we're bringing out the bigger guns, a rocket-propelled grenade, or RPG, which is designed to tear right through armor. And for the grand finale, the FGM-148 Javelin. This thing is literally a tank killer. Let's start with round 1.
Okay, first, a spray of bullets from an AK-47. This is your standard armed assault. The bullets slam into the passenger window and just flatten. They pancake against the glass and drop to the ground, completely useless.
And here's why. The windows on this car are an incredible 4 inches thick. They're built to stop high-caliber rounds dead in their tracks. In fact, each door weighs almost 250 kilos because of all the armor. So yeah, the AK-47 attack, a total bust.
Time to bring out the heavy stuff. The attacker now fires an RPG, a rocket-propelled grenade, smack into the side of the car. Remember, this weapon is made specifically to defeat armor. You see this huge explosion of fire and shrapnel.
And yet, what happens inside? You'd think chaos, right? No. While the outside is all scorched and dented, the inside is perfectly fine. The car is lined with up to 6 inches of reinforced steel and special composites that just soak up the blast. For the person inside, it's basically just a loud thud.
The RPG didn't even scratch the paint, metaphorically speaking. So for the last absolutely insane test, the attacker fires the Javelin anti-tank missile. This is what armies use to destroy tanks. Surely this is it. Game over for the car, right?
The missile connects, and boom, the car is just gone, obliterated in a giant fireball. But, and this is the craziest part, in that split second, every single airbag inside the reinforced passenger cell deploys, creating a protective cocoon that absorbs the entire concussive force. The car is toast, but the occupant? Astonishingly, 100% safe.
I mean, that is just incredible engineering. A triumph of brute force. Mr. Ambani's car survives by being strong enough to take a missile to the face. But the Prime Minister's car, it does something totally different. It avoids the fight altogether.
Because when that same Javelin missile is fired at Prime Minister Modi's car, it doesn't just fail to destroy it. It doesn't hit it. Period. Remember our mystery? The missile gets close, seems to get confused, and then just flies away. It wasn't overpowered, it was outsmarted.
So how is that even possible? The car isn't shooting back.
There's no physical shield that pops out. It's using something way more advanced. A defense you literally can't see.
The secret has a name: electronic countermeasures. You see, the Prime Minister's convoy has these specialized vehicles from the Special Protection Group, the SPG. These things are basically giant military-grade jammers on wheels. They create an electronic bubble, that invisible shield, that jams the missile's targeting system, effectively blinding it. The missile can't find its target, so it just gives up. It's not about winning a fight, it's about making sure the fight never even happens.
So we have two very different ways of thinking here: brute force armor versus an invisible electronic shield. Now for the ultimate comparison. What does this level of safety cost you per day?
The numbers here are just mind-blowing. Mukesh Ambani's private security costs about 1.5 lakh rupees a day, which is a lot of money, no question. But the security for Prime Minister Modi with that whole SPG convoy and the advanced tech, it's an estimated 1.5 crore rupees. And that's not for a year or a month, that's for every single day.
I mean, just look at this chart. It really puts it all into perspective. The cost for the head of state's protection is 100 times higher. And that massive difference isn't just for more guards. It's for that fundamentally smarter, more proactive defense we were talking about.
And that really brings us to the heart of it all. We've seen two completely different philosophies. The billionaire's method is to build a fortress so strong it can take a direct hit from a missile and just walk away. The state's method is to make sure the missile never even hits in the first place. One is about enduring an attack. The other is about defeating it before it can even land.
This leaves us with a really fascinating question to chew on. As technology gets crazier and threats get more sophisticated, what's actually going to define safety? Is it about building thicker walls and tougher armor, or is it about creating intelligent systems that can just outthink the danger? This battle between strength and strategy, well, it's only just beginning.